Okay, welcome. If you can hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we'll make a start. Thank you. So yeah, my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. Thank you, Pranav. And I've been trading now for several years, and we have a special system, our learn and earn system, which I'm going to talk about today. And also, please, can you give me an indication of where you're from? Because personally, I'm from the UK, and we're in a bit of a tropical storm at the moment. So it's very, very hot, and I'm absolutely loving it. Italy, Olho, welcome to the call. Pranav, India, welcome. We have London in the house. We have South Africa in the house as well. Mauritius, amazing, amazing, beautiful places. We also have the UK, obviously London, Leicester, Birmingham, Nottingham, Cameroon, again, a beautiful country. Welcome everybody to the call. And Shazia, the UK, welcome to the call from the UK. So like I said at the outset, I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. I've been trading now for several years. Now, during this presentation, I will give you an introduction to Forex and cryptocurrency trading. And just to make it absolutely clear from the outset, you will not become an expert trader by the end of this presentation. This presentation is only meant to be an introduction, a guide to foreign exchange and also cryptocurrency trading. We also trade commodities like oil, gas, silver, and also the stock market in the form of indices like US 30, German 30, and a fair few others. Now, as I'm talking, I'm going to pull up my presentation as well to give a bit of formality to the proceedings. And again, if you have any questions during this presentation, please ask away via the chat box. If I'm not able to answer them, I'm sure some of I have a co-host on this call as well. My colleague Mandy will be able to answer them too. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. I've been trading now for several years. And if I go back, I think I've been actually an entrepreneur for over 2 decades now. This is my 3rd decade in business. So if I go back around 20 or so years, I was actually working in corporate. I'd actually had the mindset of a corporate employee, and it was looking very, very likely that I would remain an employee for the rest of my life. Now, interestingly, as a young guy, I was told to go to school, get very good grades, go to university, get good grades, and get a good job. And that was my life planned out for me. It's what my parents told me, my uncles and aunts, they all told me the same thing. So I went to university, got a fair few degrees, and I was naturally top 5% of my class all the way through. And I left university with a top degree, a PhD and an MBA from one of the top universities in the UK. Now, my first job that I did after university, it was in corporate in a place near London. And this was my first introduction to working for somebody else. And in all honesty, I absolutely hated the job. I hated that job from the outset. And I actually decided on the first job that I ever did in my life that I never wanted to work for anybody ever again in my life. And so after a few months, I actually left that job. The only reason I stayed in that job for a few months was because I needed the money. Obviously, after university, yeah, obviously you don't have much in your bank account, and I had close to zero. But that first job helped me cover my costs, and I stayed in that job. And once I'd left that job, I resigned after a few months. I booked a ticket to Australia, and at the airport, at Heathrow Airport, I was looking through the book aisle in W.H. Smith, and I came across the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, looking at that screen, that is the cash flow quadrant, and that is what Rich Dad taught me. Or rather, Robert Kiyosaki taught me. So the book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you don't have a pen and paper, please get yourself a pen and paper, and please take copious notes, because note takers are money makers. And I bought the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It was the first book that I ever read. I'd read business books before. It was the first practical business book that I'd ever read. And I read that book on the way to Australia, cover to cover in the aeroplane. When I came back to the UK, I became a property investor very, very quickly, and I became a property millionaire whilst I was in my early 30s. At the moment, I'm trading the markets, and what I've found with Forex trading is that I can make my yearly profit from property in one day in Forex trading. Forex trading is extremely powerful, and the cash flow that you can achieve from Forex trading is the best cash flow that I've ever experienced in my life as an entrepreneur. The reason that banks do foreign exchange is because they make a lot of profit, a lot of money from foreign exchange, And that is why they do foreign exchange and don't buy property and hold on to property for the purposes of property investment. So with foreign exchange, we are actually emulating what the banks are doing. We are doing the exact same things that banks do, and I'll talk about that later on. But coming back to the cash flow quadrant, unfortunately, 95% of the world population are broke. 95% of 7.8 billion people, which equates to 7.4 billion. 7.4 billion people in the world are broke. 7.4 billion people is a huge, huge number. 7.4 billion people in the world have more month at the end of the money every single month. Whether they are working or not, it's the same case for 95% of the world population. If you were to walk down your local high street and you were to walk past 100 people, 95% of those people on average would be broke. It's the 5% that are business owners and investors that make more than the 95% collectively in the world. And when I heard that statistic from Rich Dad Poor Dad, I was absolutely flabbergasted. It's the first time I'd been exposed to such information. I did a bit more research, and I very, very quickly decided that I would never, ever work for somebody ever again. And since then, I've been an entrepreneur in one form or another, buying businesses, investing in property, and also obviously trading, which is what we're talking about today. Now, if you want to be the top 5%, you need to be an investor or a business owner. With foreign exchange, we are both investors and we are business owners because we own the business that we use to trade through. We form part of the 5%, and many of, including myself, many of my colleagues are now financially free. Now, the amazing thing about foreign exchange is that it's been around for a very, very long time. Foreign exchange has been around as long as banks, effectively, and up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged via foreign exchange every single day. If you don't know what $1 trillion is, $1 trillion is one with a 12 zeros at the end of it. So the number is a huge $1 trillion. Banks make over $1 trillion collectively every single day from foreign exchange. Banks, and obviously these are retail banks I'm talking about, you've got merchant banks as well, and also private investors collectively all around the world makes up to $6.6 trillion a day. Interesting, when it comes to banks, banks make a good bulk of that $1 trillion a day from your money. So if you have a bank account, you are already doing foreign exchange, whether you like it or not, because your bank uses your money to do foreign exchange with. And when I heard that, that was when I decided that perhaps I should be doing foreign exchange as well. Why should the banks keep all the profit? Now, if I was to ask you a question, and it's a very, very serious question, in the last decade, what have you made on your money in your bank account? I'll say that again. In the last decade, how much have you made on your money that you have in your bank account? Now, whenever I ask that question to anyone, anywhere in the world, the general collective average answer is zero. Interest rates in the last decade or so have been extremely low all over the world, and generally people have made close to zero from their savings or current accounts in their bank. And interestingly, again, because we have inflation, because interest rates are so low, you are effectively making less than zero if you have money in your bank account. Now, when I tell that to people, they will then start to understand how important it is that you are actually making money on your money. Although you've made potentially zero on your money, if not less on your money, month in, month out for the last decade, your bank's been able to make over $1 trillion every single day from your money. That in itself should be enough of a reason for you to start looking at foreign exchange. Banks do foreign exchange for a reason, and one of those reasons is because they make a lot of money. They are extremely profitable from the foreign exchange market. And foreign exchange, like I said earlier, has been around for a very, very long time. As a foreign exchange trader, there are many, many forms of different styles of trading that you can actually take part in. You can scalp the market, you can become a day trader, you can position trade, and also you can swing trade as well. Those are just four aspects of foreign exchange that you can consider as a trader. Now, when it comes to scalping, you're coming in and out of the market very, very quickly. You can be in the market for just a few seconds, a few minutes, and you can make profit on that time that you were in the market. Foreign exchange is basically buying and selling currency. If you were to go to the USA, from the UK, just as an example, and you were to exchange your pounds for your dollars at a local exchange in the USA, then you would have taken part in foreign exchange via that transaction. If you were to go back to that same exchange at a later date or time and make another transaction, you may be offered a different exchange rate. It is that difference in exchange rates that we as foreign exchange traders use every single day to profit from. So as a scalper, you're coming in and out of the market very, very, very quickly. Day traders tend to hold their trades for the day and do not hold overnight trades. And then you've got swing traders who tend to hold their trades for days, weeks, maybe even months. I do a bit of all of those, and also position trade as well. If you're position trading, you can be holding your trade for months and even years in some cases, which is certainly the case when it comes to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Now, foreign exchange is a 24-hour-a-day market. That means that Monday to Friday, you can exchange via foreign exchange. You can get your mobile phone, get an app on your phone, and you can buy and sell currencies 24 hours a day, Monday to Friday. In the case of cryptocurrency, Monday to Friday is no longer relevant. It's actually a 7-day-a-week market, 24 hours a day. You can exchange Bitcoin if you wanted to, 7 days a week, every single day, every single month, every single year. So foreign exchange is always on, always open, Monday to Friday, and in the case of cryptocurrencies, Monday to Sunday, and again, over and over again as you go through the months and years. Now, again, with foreign exchange and even cryptocurrency, you do not have to use all your own capital, because we have a system known as leverage. So you can actually use the broker's capital and leverage on that, and your profits will be relevant to that. So what happens is that you put a little bit of capital into your broker's account, your broker will lend you some more money, and then you trade on that, which means that you will earn bigger profits than otherwise, and also losses as well, if that is the case. So by doing this, we are able to earn a lot more than otherwise possible. So the broker lends us money. Now, you do not have to pay interest on the money that you get from the brokers. So I know in certain religions, you don't like paying interest. And again, for those people, for example, Muslims, you can actually get a broker's account which does not involve interest. So we have a lot of good access to the market, and by using leverage, you can actually achieve much higher profits than otherwise possible. Now, in the case of cryptocurrencies or digital currency, as some people call it, we have Bitcoin, which was conceived in 2009. In 2009, the price of one Bitcoin was around 10 cents or thereabouts, or 10p if you're in the UK, 10 pence. In December 2017, the price of Bitcoin actually shot up to $20,000 or thereabouts. So the price of Bitcoin went from 10 cents to $20,000 in the space of 8, 9 or so years. That is huge, huge growth. And all you had to do was buy one Bitcoin or several Bitcoins when the price was low and sell at the ATH, and you'd be sitting on an amazing nest egg. Many, many millionaires or Bitcoin millionaires came into the market when they bought when the price was low, and they sold when the price was very, very high. The ATH in this case of $20,000. At the moment, the price of Bitcoin is hovering around the $10,000 or so mark. And again, the price is very, very low, certainly in my eyes. What we do is that we don't just hodl, we don't just buy and hold Bitcoin and then sell at a later date, which is position trading. We also scalp Bitcoin and also swing Bitcoin as well. So we're buying and selling over several seconds, hours, and even days in some cases. And that is known as trading. And that is what we teach you. If you were to buy one Bitcoin today and hold on to that Bitcoin for 3 years, when we expect the price of Bitcoin to hit 6 figures, you'd be sitting on a 6-figure, let's say $100,000 profit in 3 years from today. If you were to trade that one Bitcoin, and we teach you how to trade, we mentor you, we hold your hand. If you were to trade that one Bitcoin 3 years from today, you may be sitting on 3 or so Bitcoins. So you actually trebled your profit. And that is what many of us do day in, day out. So Bitcoin is amazing. And in fact, Bitcoin is just one of 5,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the market. You can actually trade in the region of 5,000 cryptocurrencies today if you wanted to. In my particular case, I only trade the top 3 or 4 cryptocurrencies. You do not need to trade the entire market when it comes to cryptocurrency, and the same applies for foreign exchange trading as well. We also have an option where we teach you how to do high frequency trading. So if you want to do binary options, we can actually teach you how to do binary options. We can mentor you and hold your hand and help you with binary options as well. So we have an amazing, amazing system, an educational platform whereby we teach you, we show you, we hold your hand to ensure you become a very, very good trader. At this point, I just want to mention that we do not copy trade. We will never take your money and trade for you. You invest your own money in your own broker's account, which only you control and have hold of. You trade and you keep 100% of the profit. All we do is provide you with the education and the mentorship to ensure that you become a very, very good trader. We have over 100 mentors or educators all over the planet that will teach you how to trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So whatever the time, there will be someone available in the back office that you will get access to when you join us, who will teach you and show you how to trade. Now, that is how I learned to trade. I learned to trade by watching live trades, okay? Many people think that they can go to YouTube and watch a few videos and become very, very good traders. You've heard of the mantra, practice makes perfect. However, practice does not always make perfect. It's actually perfect practice that makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. I'll explain that to you. If you were to go to YouTube and watch a bunch of videos, you do not know whether that person that you're watching is actually a foreign exchange trader with a track record or not. Whatever you hear on YouTube, sometimes you may need to take that with a pinch of salt. What we have here is we have verified results. All of our traders, the 100+ traders, the mentors that we have, make at least 6 to 7 figures every single year. That's at least in the region of $1 million every single year from trading, and you're learning from the best of the best, the creme de la creme. So we have the best traders in the market, and we trade live. Very much like this call to you, I'm actually live at the moment. So if you were to ask me a question, I'll be able to answer that live on this platform. We are live and we trade live every single day, and we teach you via our live trading platforms every single day. And that is why we have such a huge success record. At this very minute, we have over 250,000 students or Forex traders all over the world. That's 250,000 traders all over the world that are using our platform to learn from, to learn how to trade. By the end of this year, or shortly after, we are expecting at least 1 million traders using our training all over the world. So we are not a small outfit. We have a huge, huge success record, and you will be in very, very good hands, and you will be learning from multi-millionaire traders every single day. We have many, many, I call them semi-automated software platforms that you will get access to when you join our program, one of which is Hfx. Hfx is an amazing system that churns out trades for you. And all you need to do as a trader is a little bit of analysis on the platform, and we will teach you how to do that. 3, 4, 5 steps that you need to apply to the Hfx platform, and then you can place your trades. The Hfx platform churns out the entry points, the stop losses, and also the take profits for every single trade that we recommend that you place. It's an amazing system used by over 100,000 people all over the world successfully, and Hfx is around 80% profitable, which means that 8 out of 10 trades that you place via the Hfx platform will make you a profit. Profit is better than wages. As an employee, you are earning wages, you're stuck in a system, and if something happens to your employer, if you lose your job, you'll be back down to square zero. Here we have a platform that once you've learned, you can actually continue and create your own economy. We teach you and show you how to create your own economy. And the amazing thing is about the system, you can trade from anywhere around the world. You can run your business from anywhere. It does not matter where you are. A few years ago, I was in Malaysia, Singapore, and more recently Dubai. And I was able to run my business, to trade from my mobile phone, from the beach, from the shopping mall in those countries. And again, interestingly, amazingly, you only need a mobile phone to trade with. You don't even need a laptop. If you have a mobile phone and you're able to download apps to your phone, you can trade on that mobile phone. And because we have a learn and earn system, from day one, you can potentially be making a profit. We will actually give you trades or trading ideas from day one that you can utilize. And our trading ideas are in the region of 80%, 80% profitable. That is why we have 250,000 plus students all over the world, traders all over the world, trading profitably with us using our system. Now, trading, whether you know this or not, is not all about skill. It's not all about the education. 80% of trading is actually mindset. I'll say that again. 80% of trading is mindset. 10% is skill, 10% is knowledge. The bulk of trading success is mindset. And that is why we have teamed up with Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is a personal development coach. He's been my mentor for over 2 decades. We, as an organization, have teamed up with Bob Proctor, and Bob Proctor helps us with personal development and also mindset training. If your mindset is in the right place, you will win your trades over and over and over again. Mindset is so important, and that excuse me, is why we've teamed up with Bob Proctor, who actually guides us and teaches us and shows us how to use our mind for success so that our trades are more successful more times than otherwise. So Bob Proctor is huge, and it's an amazing partnership that we've got with him. And we teach you how to trade the markets through education. We enable you to acquire the skill through our live sessions, and also we help you with personal development and mindset training as well. Now, to get started, we have a very simple system for you to look at. We have several packages. The Frx package, the top package you can see there, is one of our most popular packages. For $235 or so, you can learn how to trade the largest and most liquid market in the world. The monthly fees is an optional fee that you do not need to pay, because we have a system which actually enables you to get rid of the monthly fee. And I'll talk about that later during this presentation. The Hfx Academy is the same price as the Frx Academy, and that actually is primarily for binary options. The Frx Academy is only for Forex, foreign exchange, so your pounds, your dollars, your euros. The Hfx Academy is primarily for trading binary options. The DCX Academy is just for cryptocurrencies, so 5,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the market, and we will teach you how to trade cryptocurrency via the DCX package. My favorite package is the Elite Academy, and the reason I recommend this is because we don't just train you how to do foreign exchange, so your pounds, dollars, euros, yen. We also teach you how to trade gold, silver, oil, gas, commodities, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, and also the stock market through indices like US 30 and German 30. So the Elite Academy is one of our most popular packages, and the starter is $3 to $5. The monthly cost, again, I'll talk about that shortly. If you were to take the Frx Academy and you wanted to focus on scalping, you can actually get the vibrator package. So we have several packages here. I'm not going to go through them all. The vibrator package is actually our scalping system, which you can add on to the Frx Academy that I showed you earlier. If you want to do gold trading, you can add on Gold Cup to the Frx package. So these are additional extras that you can add on if you choose to, I'd say, have a more comprehensive package than the Frx Academy. However, with the Elite Academy, you get all of these anyway. So you can trade cryptocurrency, you can scalp the market, you get access to a scalping software, you can do gold trading if you choose to. So the Elite package, and the one I showed you earlier, is the most comprehensive, and that is what I recommend for people on this presentation. Now, we have a 2 and free system, which basically means that if you were to recommend 2 people to this platform, you do not need to pay the monthly fee. So many traders on our platform have only ever paid the first month, and through the 2 and free system, once they've qualified for that through true recommendations. So if you have 2 friends and they join as well, you will not need to pay the monthly fee. We do have an additional income stream as well. I'll talk about that shortly. But what I want to do now is give you an introduction, another introduction to trading through one of our live systems. So I have my colleague Mandeep on the call. So I'm going to actually see if Mandeep is on the call, and Mandeep will actually give you a live introduction to Vibrata, which is our scalping software. So Mandeep, are you on the call?
Yes, Dr. Jav, I'm here. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, Mandeep. It's absolutely amazing to have you on the call. I'm going to actually pin your video so you're top of mind, top of eyes as well, whatever you want to say. But again, Mandeep, great to have you. For the benefit of our listeners, Mandeep, if I can just do a quick introduction, Mandeep is actually financially free. She's very, very young, and she became financially free through this system, and she's got more money at the end of the month, every single month, and she does not need to go to a corporate boss and beg for a salary every month. I'm going to let Mandeep talk a little bit more about that. Mandeep, please take on the baton, and you can carry on, fire away, and talk about Vibrata and whatever else you want to.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Jav. We do these presentations every single Wednesday at 8 o'clock UK time, and it really gives us a chance to show you exactly what we have. And my background is, I'm from Leicester. I come from a corporate background where, I was working for money. That was it. I was working for money, and it was quite a grind, because for 10 years, which in the grand scheme of things is not a long time, but for 10 years I was in the same job with the same people, the same office, the same computer, the same chair, the same desk. Now, some of you on this call, we were able to relate to that, but for me, I just found that, this is too much, because I don't want to be in a position where I'm constantly working for money. And some of you will be able to relate to this, but a lot of us spend our time, and most of our time, working for money. We get to the end of the month, we celebrate because, we feel so wealthy, we've got our wages, amazing. But by the time the tax comes through, because obviously your gross income is here, your net pay is this. And then once your net pay hits the bank, you've got your bills to pay, you've got the food on the table, you've got the fuel to pay, you've got the, you've got the journeys to make, and everything adds up. So most of the time, what people end up doing is just living to pay expenses. And if you are on this platform looking at this for the first time, I urge you, Dr. Jav urges you to have a look at this, because honestly, this is a platform where you can create your own economy. So for me, I joined the platform nearly 3 years ago. Within 15 months, I became financially free. And the thing is, we don't make any guarantees on income or anything like that, because obviously there are no guarantees in life. But what we can guarantee you is a solid education, should you choose to apply it, because honestly, this system works. Today we had a live session of over 400 people where I was teaching people and showing them how to catch what are called pips, and I will explain a bit more about that in just a second. But what I want to do first is actually bring on a couple of our students, and interestingly enough, they are also both best friends and university students, and they decided to make a decision in their early 20s that, what, we want to create our own economy, number one, and we want money to work for us. So I'm going to bring on our first participant. I'm just going to find him and unmute him. The first person I want to introduce is actually a student from University of Hull. So Mohammed, are you with us?
Yes, I am there. How are you?
Amazing. Yes, I'm good, Mohammed. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So do you want to introduce yourself, a bit about your background and what you're studying?
Sure. So again, as Mandeep said, my name is Mohammed, and I am a university student in my third year, about to graduate next year. And I have been a part of this platform for the last 7 months. And what I can say, like my story goes, as how I joined the platform was quite, it was a bit good experience that I had when I personally joined the platform. So when I started my university, I started, I was also working part-time. And again, I wasn't very happy working part-time, but then that's when I decided to, start searching for different courses and different, ways where I can actually multiply my money. And that's how I actually came down to an event in London, where I actually went down to London, met all those people. So it was just like a national event where all the members in the UK were there. And that's where, I met Dr. Jav, I met Mandeep. And since then, since the last 7 months, I can say, I have learned that sort of a skill set where I know I don't need to worry once I graduate. I can, carry on doing this, even if Even if, you know, I want to work, I can, but then this thing is going to remain with me, you know, till the end of the time. So yeah, that's what I would say, you know. And it's just been an amazing experience, learning and actually, you know, meeting great people, you know, sitting around with great people, learning with them. And Mandeep, in fact, she is, you know, like a wonderful educator. Now, when she was talking about, you know, 400 plus members on the call today, when she was delivering the session, and when I personally met her, you know, kind of met her for the first time, she was like, you know, I never knew what Forex stood for. And from that time to then, what she's been teaching, you know, more than 400 people, and I've been, you know, like enjoying the sessions. And obviously, she will give you a brief demonstration as well. So yeah, that's from me. And back to you, Mandeep.
Amazing, amazing. So that was our university student, Mohammed from University of Hull, and he's really, really doing amazing. You know, like you said, he came on board 7 months ago, but at such a young age, he's decided to make a commitment to really understand how to multiply money. I'm now going to introduce his best friend who came on board recently as well. So Mr. Elvin, who's also at the same university. Are you there with us?
Hello, I'm here. How are you?
Ah, yes, Elvin, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Amazing, amazing. So you know the drill. Introduce yourself and how you got into this industry and what's motivating you to keep going.
Well, I hope everyone's doing well and everyone's having a fantastic week. I'm obviously from University of Hull as well, second year student, about to go into my placement and then obviously my final year. I was very interested in doing learning a bit about the foreign exchange market, what foreign exchange was. I didn't know what it was a few months ago. I had no clue. And down the line, I just knew I wanted to do something. And before the lockdown, one of my good friends, he was part of it. He showed me across about this platform, and he said, this platform will go from beginner to advanced. You know, it will teach you. It will be an educational platform. It teach you from A to Z. And a few months, I mean, it took me a while to decide on if I wanted to do it or not, because at the time I had other commitments, but I definitely should have turned around and done it straight away, because since the time I've joined, I've not really looked back. This educational platform has gone a massive way for me, because during this lockdown, I've learned a skill which is now going to help me throughout my entire life. Foreign exchange, you know, I'm today sitting here happily being able to trade every single day, happy with my profits that I make. Educational, you know, there's educators such as Mandeep who have always helped. There's massive support systems. And yeah, so just having fun really, and just moving forwards to not doing a 9-to-5 job when I'm 30, around 30.
Wow. Well, at least you came across this platform early enough, Elvin, so that's a good thing. So that's absolutely great. So that was Elvin from University of Hull. Again, you know, it makes you think, doesn't it? You know, discovering this skill so early on in life is really, really great. But do you know what? Age is not even a factor. Whenever you do discover it, make the most of it, because honestly, it's something that can massively help you. So what I'm going to show you now is actually a live demonstration of the market with one of our tools that I believe that Dr. Jav mentioned, which is the Vibrata tool. Now, this is a tool. It's an extra $22 a month alongside the package if you go for the platinum. But of course, if you go for the elite, which is brilliant, you get this included. So this was actually a trade that we took earlier today. Euro USD, you can see the currency pair just there. And what you'll notice is just by looking at this trade, you can naturally see there's two things you're going to do in the FX market. And that is, you're either going to buy one currency against the other, or you're going to sell one currency against the other. If it's a buy, you are looking for an uptrend, just like it's doing here. Can you see the candlesticks are moving up in price? Or if it's a downtrend, the candlesticks are naturally going to move down. So there's a little bit of knowledge for you, especially for the beginners and first-time viewers on this particular call. So, you know, you've got a downtrend, then you've got an uptrend. And what Forex is all about is the entry points, when to get into the market. That is really, really critical. So one of the trades that we actually took today was Euro USD as a buy, and it successfully hit what's called our take profit. So this is really how simple it is. I mean, especially with the Vibrata, you're looking at 3 colored lines and 3 confirmations. Now, those colored lines are the blue line, the red line, and the green line. So let me just show you how simple this is. And, you know, feel free to participate in the chat box, because this will really, really help to consolidate your understanding. But my first question to you is, just before this yellow vertical line, have the red and the blue lines crossed over, yes or no? Can you see a crossover of the red and the blue line? Yes or no? Put it in the chat box, because that is confirmation number one. Have the red and the blue lines crossed over outside of the cloud. The cloud is this shaded area here, just before that yellow line. I'm getting a few private messages as well, but the answer is absolutely 100% yes. You can see there's been a crossover of the red and the blue line. So that's confirmation number one. Confirmation number two is the red line above the blue line, or is it below the blue line? Now, please don't be shy. No one's going to judge you. Put it in the chat box. Get involved with this. I'm literally showing you how simple this strategy is. So is the red line above or below the blue line? Where is it? And 100% again, you're right. The red line is actually above the blue line. We can see that here. The red is literally going above the blue line. Now, finally, my last question is, which way is the green line pointing? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this, because this also is what's called our lagging span. So this line tends to fall behind the current price. But if you have a look at the green line after this vertical yellow line, is the price pointing up? Is the green line pointing up, or is it pointing down? Is the green line pointing up, or is it pointing down? And again, I'm getting a few private messages. Maybe no one wants everyone to see their answers, but yes, you are right. The green line is pointing up. Now, once you have these three confirmations, number one, the crossover, number two, the red above the blue, and number three, the green line pointing up, you can actually get into the market and start trading straight away. So earlier today, we ran a couple of hours worth of sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and we caught 60 pips across both sessions. Now, just to put that in monetary terms, if you were doing £1 a pip, that's £60 across both sessions. If that was £10 per pip, which is the movement in the market, that's £600 across a couple of hours. And if that was, you know, £100 a pip, that's £6,000. And I'm using pounds as the currency because that's where I live in the UK. But if that was the case, then it would be 6,000 across 2 hours. Now, again, we're not making any guarantees or anything like that, but it's just to show you the power of what you can learn and earn just by using 3 simple steps. And again, this strategy is only available with the IM Mastery Academy. You can't buy it or get it from anywhere else. It is patented to the company, but through 3 steps, it is phenomenal. And honestly, over the last sort of 6 to 12 months that we've been running these sessions, our trades are non-stop hitting take profit. In fact, if you're looking at an average, we are hitting take profit 80 to 90% of the time. So it really shows you how consistent we are in our pip count, which I'm super, super proud of. So that's enough from me. We've given you a few testimonials. I've also shared my journey with you. So Dr. Jav, I'm going to kindly pass it back to you, and thank you for having me on.
Mandy, thank you so much. That was absolutely awesome. And as you can see, Mandy is one of our professional traders, and she's been trading for a few years now, and she's also financially free. So again, thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Alwyn. And both of those guys are very, very young, in their 20s, and they're now trading the markets. So I'm just thinking, if I had started trading as a university student, I'd be a multi-billionaire by now. So again, no time is too soon to start trading. We have on our trading platform, as I pull up my screen, I'm just going to let you know that we have traders ranging from the age of 18 to, I think, in the 70s, and both sexes, male, female, black, white, does not matter what color you are, where you come from, what country you're from. Trading holds no prejudice. So that is why people are coming onto our platform in flocks and droves from all over the world, and we are expecting to hit over 1 million traders in a fair few months. So let me just continue on with the presentation. I was talking about our affiliate program, and this is an amazing system that we have. We have one of the best compensation plans in the industry, and we actually use word of mouth marketing, similar to many other businesses. Now, if you were to look at companies like John Lewis, Carphone Warehouse, these companies use online platforms similar to ours, whereby they pay a commission for recommendation. And that is what we do as well. So if you were to recommend somebody to the Frx program, the company will pay you $25, the Elite Academy $50, and you can see the other prices on there as well. So you actually get paid for recommendations. Should you recommend 3 people, 3 of your friends to the program, the company will then pay you $150 every single month, as long as those members are active. I'll say that again. If you were to recommend 3 people to the program and they were to remain active on the program, the company will pay you $150 every single month. And that will almost cover your monthly fee for the Frx Academy. If we were to recommend 3 people to the program and they were to get the Elite Academy package, Elite package, and you want the Elite package as well, then that would more or less cover your monthly on the Elite package. If we were to recommend 12 people to the organization, the company will pay you $600, and it goes up and up and up. As a Platinum 1000, the company will pay you $1,000 every single month, month in, month out. Whether you are awake, asleep, in a foreign country, on holiday, does not make a difference. The company will pay you residually every single month. And the most interesting point is that you do not need to recommend 30 people personally for the P1000 program. You only ever need to recommend 3 people. And if they were to recommend people themselves as well, and collectively, you were to have 30 people in your organization, you will still get paid the $1,000 every single month. As a Chairman 500, as you can see here, the company will actually pay you $500,000 every single month just for you to become a Chairman 500. And again, you can become a Chairman 500. In fact, at the moment, we have a Chairman, we actually have Chairman 750, which is the highest rank. So as a Chairman 750, which is not shown on this slide, you can earn $750,000 every single month. And we have several Chairman 750s within our organization earning at least $750,000. You can actually become a Chairman 750 only ever recommending 3 people. And that is key. If those 3 people were to recommend others and those were to recommend others, you can become a Chairman 750 and earn $750,000 every single month. I do not know any job anywhere that can pay you that type of income. Now, going back to corporate, although I was working in a job, I was earning a good income, I thought, I was still poor. I was still passing over opportunities repeatedly. I did not know what an opportunity was because I was a slave to the system. I'd been taught to become a slave to the system and to remain in corporate as an employee for the rest of my life. Through the schooling system, through the, through my job, my first job, I was kept in this cubicle, I'd say, and I did not know about systems like this. I did not know how to come out of corporate, and that is why I was poor at that point. Once you start looking at things like this amazing business opportunity, and once you see people who earn passive incomes of several $100,000 every single month, you actually begin to understand how powerful business is. And that is what we offer you here. I was broke, busted, and disgusted all those years ago, and that has all changed. And my recommendation is for people to try this. Try it for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Give it your best effort. Become your own economy through Forex. At the moment, the external economy, the economy around me in the world, doesn't matter where you're based, is not doing well. In the UK, I think they confirmed today that the UK was in recession. But my economy does not move at the same rate as the external economy. I have my own economy, as do every single person that presented today on this presentation. Every single person that came on, we all maintain and control our own economies. So whatever happens external to us in the world makes no difference to us, because foreign exchange goes on. Banks are still making over $1 trillion every single day, regardless of what's happening in the economy. Whether they have people putting money into their bank accounts or not makes no difference. They're still making $1 trillion every single day. And that is why foreign exchange is one of the best businesses out there in the market. So my recommendation for you is to get back to the person that recommended you attend this presentation, get back to them, and they will show you how to get started. We have a learn and earn system, which means that you can actually earn from day one. If you were to join today, you can start making money from today because the market is still open. The markets are still open this very minute, so you can effectively start trading immediately. We give you trading ideas, trading signals that you can take away and input onto an app on your mobile phone and start trading on that information effectively immediately. That is our learn and earn system. That is why we have 250,000 plus members all over the world. That is why we're going to reach 1 million members in the next few months. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for coming on to this presentation. I will see every single person on this call at the top because the bottom is way, way, way too crowded. Please get back to the person that recommended you attend this webinar. If you come through via a link from myself, via WhatsApp or social media, get back to me and either myself or someone in my team can get you registered immediately. My name is Dr. Jav again. Thank you for attending this presentation and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you.